Just a quick welcome. I really well taking the time out of your day. I know how busy your schedules are, so I appreciate you being here to get a little bit more information about GoodPup and what the program that we offer that you all are already a part of, what it kind of entails. We're going to talk about the affiliate program. So that's the free program that you all already participate in to varying levels, I'm sure. The Good Pup Advantage program, so that's our scholarship program. We'll kind of give the nutshell version of that. And then we'll talk quickly about other kind of freebies that go along for the ride with this partnership. Just a quick bit about myself. So my name is Jenny Clutterbuck. I am a certified trainer, although my job here at GoodPup is an account manager of shelter partnerships. So each of the organizations that's on this call is one of my accounts. I came to GoodPup, been with GoodPup for just about a year and a half, and came here after about 1 million years of working in animal welfare, 12 of those specifically in shelters and primarily in a behavior and training capacity in those organizations. But I'm sure, like many of you, have worn kind of all the hats from foster coordinator to transfer, supervisor, all that good stuff. And now I'm really excited that my job is just to share this resource. It's something that I personally used back in the day when I was working in Virginia. I'm now based in Jacksonville, Florida. I was one of the first shelters to sign up with GoodPup as a shelter, so I know the value it can bring to your communities. All right, so the GoodPup affiliate program. The goal of this program is to support your communities by offering low barrier access to quality positive reinforcement dog training. So the first step of that is this is a free program to our shelter and rescue partners. We work with about 950 agencies right now. We're always adding more, and those look like, one-man shows, small private rescues, humane societies, municipal organizations, really runs the whole gamut. We do also, or you do also have the opportunity through this program to earn donations for your organization. So you have options with that. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Those can be sent via check, direct deposit, or kind of a newer feature is that you have the ability to bank your donations on your GoodPup dashboard directly towards scholarship purchases. And again, we'll go into that a little bit more. So this is really a community resource. You'll probably hear me say the word community a lot. Back when GoodPup started, when the shelter program was born, it was really kind of geared towards just adopters, right? It was, you've adopted a new puppy, or you have a dog that you want to teach some manners, or, maybe some tricks. But we've really grown in the about 3.5, almost 4 years that we've existed as a shelter program. So this program can be used by anyone in your community. You can share this resource with not just adopters, but fosters, volunteers, those that reach out to your organization potentially for behavioral support or intake. It can be used kind of anyone and everyone. And this program is tailored, right? It's tailored by you, basically. We have a number of offerings, but we know that each of our partners is very different. Truly, no two are alike. The ways in which they're structured, operate, simple things from some are foster based, some are brick and mortar shelter based. So it really is, you can take what you want from this program. We also are very passionate about sharing information. So if you do work with an agency that has a local trainer that you partner with, or a different, agency, or you have a behavior team at your own shelter, we are here to work alongside. Sure. Just let an additional person in. Okay. So what is GoodPup? What is it that you're asking people in your community to engage with? GoodPup is a virtual dog training service. So we are available at home and on demand with flexible scheduling options. Basically, all someone needs to participate in this training is a camera and an internet connection. They can access us on their phone, their laptop, their desktop, or tablet. Our hours of operation are 9 a.m. until 11 p.m., and that's Eastern Standard Time, and that is available 7 days a week. Now I'm going to jump down to the bottom because that is one of kind of the low barrier access things that we're talking about. We know, and I certainly know personally, in working with adopters, fosterers, people that are struggling to keep a dog in home, that there are a number of barriers that people may feel when they are considering reaching out for training or behavior support. Uh, Availability, that's certainly a big one. So with the scheduling, not everyone is available to do evening classes or get to that class on a weekend day. So our schedule really works with all of those kind of atypical schedules. Travel is another one. You don't need a car. You don't have to go anywhere to participate in this training. Cost, certainly. We'll talk specifically about the cost. We are always trying to keep as low as possible. The another element with GoodPup is we are actually a weekly subscription service. So, like with many apps these days. Now, we'll talk about the details, but 1 week is included for free when someone signs up with your affiliate code. Beyond that, customers are billed each week. So the benefits to that are there's no deposit, there's no upfront cost. People do not have to commit to a 6 week or 8 week program. They can simply pop in and out as they need the service. We do have a number of clients that will sign on. They have something that they really want to work through or work on, whether that's just integrating a dog into a new home or a specific behavior challenge. And then they take a break. But then something else pops up, they can pop back in. So really, you can kind of take and leave as much as you need. The service can be paused or canceled at any time with no penalty. The pause feature is something I really always like to make sure people are aware of. We know that life happens. Maybe, you go on vacation or it's just not in the budget for a week or two. You can pause your account, and in that pause status, you won't be billed. We do provide personalized training plans. So that's one of the biggest questions we get. So I have a dog with XYZ. Is it appropriate for GoodPup? The answer is usually yes. There are certain cases where our training team feels as though this is something that is potentially a significant safety concern. They are a significant bite risk. So there are certainly times where we feel like virtual training format may not be the best option. In those cases, our training team and our head trainer, Kate Hembry, feel very strongly that it's not just, sorry, we're not going to work for you. We will always try to communicate back with the organization that referred that animal, and or connect them with appropriate, oftentimes this means you're looking at like a veterinary behaviorist in the community. So at a minimum, we will help them develop like safety and management strategies and try to connect them with appropriate resources. But on the other end of that, we work with a wide range of behaviors, whether again, that's a new puppy, working on basic training and skills, or you're working with someone that has separation related behavior issues, reactivity, aggression, etc. So what does someone get when they sign up with GoodPup? The first week is free, like we said. So when someone signs up with your code, they will get 7 days of access to the app for free. So I like to be very clear and let people know that when someone signs up, like many free trials and subscription-based services, they do have to enter a form of payment, like a credit card or a debit card, Google Pay, a number of options. They are not charged until after that 7th day. They will have reminders that their card will be charged on X date, and they have the ability to cancel before they are ever even charged. If they do continue on, they will continue on at a discounted rate. So our weekly subscription rate is $34 a week. With your shelter's discount, they will receive a 10% off of that. So it'll be $30.60 a week. I haven't checked, but I know we do have some organizations that forego a donation in lieu or in the to get a larger discount for the customer. I'm not sure if anyone on the shelter has that plan. There's only a few. And mostly we've done that with like our municipal agencies where collecting donations can be a challenge. But for most of our standard, they get that first week free and then they get that 10% discount. If they continue on, even as like a week for a customer, a paying customer, we will send your organization a $40 donation, basically as a thank you for referring a client. So within the week, the client has the opportunity to schedule a 30-minute one-on-one session with their GoodPup trainer. So this looks like basically like a FaceTime call. It is done within the app though. It's 30 minutes to talk with their trainer, troubleshoot, set goals. The trainer's goal is going to be to kind of quickly get that human up and moving, coaching them through delivering reinforcement, managing if that's an issue in the house, where to put baby gates, where to set up the crate, things like that. This is going to be an opportunity for them to teach new skills to the human and have them practice while they are there able to support them. The trainer will stay the same throughout the life of a client's account unless the client requests otherwise. This happens sometimes just for timing or scheduling. It can also happen, we have trainers that do have specific areas that they specialize in. So if we have a client that chats in and says, you know what, I don't really care about anything else right now. I am struggling with what seems like separation anxiety. Can you connect me with someone who can help me with that? Of course, all of our trainers are very well versed in behaviors, but some do have areas of specialization. So I always tell clients, use the chat feature, chat in, tell us what you need, ask questions. So the chat support. This is something that's available all the time. It is manned 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but people can chat in as they have questions. If they are working on a skill or taking their dog for a walk and want someone to record them, they can upload video, they can upload photos into this chat. I absolutely love this feature. Because it's a way to kind of keep the conversation going throughout the week. You're not trying to cram absolutely everything into that 30-minute live session. You can ask questions, again, send photos, send videos, and really keep that back and forth. Homework is another element. So this is interactive homework modules. The client kind of can stay on track. They can log how things are going, whether that's, they're working on independence training or they're working on duration for their down. They can log each of their practice sessions and the trainer can see that on the back end as well, can kind of chat in and say, hey, it looks like you're having trouble with this, or hey, awesome job, really sticking with it this week. Training materials is the last element. So this basically just looks like any supportive materials that the trainer is going to provide more information on, whatever the behavior concerns are that they're working with. They can provide enrichment strategies, some management tips, some ideas for items such as, if muzzle training is something they're going to work on, or appropriate collars, harnesses, etc. So how does someone sign up? Every shelter has their own unique affiliate link. You can see our partner Paws New England lets us share kind of all their information in our orientations. So this is what their link looks like. When someone clicks on that link, they are brought to a landing page. So this lets the person know, hey, they're here at GoodPup. They're getting that 10% off. They can kind of scan through and take a look at what all is involved in the program, read some reviews, etc., and then they can get started from here. Now, if someone clicks on that link on their phone, they will automatically be prompted to just download the app and get started from there. There are a few different ways you can give the information out to people in your community. So one of the easiest ways, and I think most of our organizations do this, is give out our flyers. We provide flyers free of cost that have a generic code on them. So this is something we'll send generally about a 3-month supply if you request them, and I'll show you how to do that on your dashboard. But these are generically coded. Unfortunately, we really want to keep our costs low, and it is cost prohibitive for us to provide uniquely coded flyers, full color, to every one of our organizations. So we will provide the generic, and then basically all that means is when someone signs up with the generic link, they just have to indicate, I got this information from Hawaiian Humane Society, or wherever the case is, obviously. If they don't provide that, they will still get the free week and they will still get the discount. It's just that you won't be able to track it. So I'll tell you kind of a few options to help with that. But other ways that you can share the information, you can include the link and or flyer in any post-adoption emails. When people reach out to you for support, you can include that obviously in the response. It can be included on your website. We are happy to be listed along any other resources that you may use as well, but you can certainly upload the flyer or the link. And on social media. So if you have internal groups like a private alumni group or a foster group, you can share this periodically to remind people that this is a resource they can take advantage of. You can also just share it on your social. We have a lot of our partners that will share our shout outs or achievements. I'll show you those in a sec, along with the link and say, hey, you can get a free week of training and GoodPup will donate back to our organization. All right, so our scholarship program. So I'm just going to do the kind of quick and dirty overview of this. If people have more specific questions, want more detailed information on pricing, things like that, please don't hesitate to ask. And I will be sending like a one-sheeter that has a little more information on it in the follow-up email as well. So scholarships are certainly something that came as a direct result of feedback from our shelter partners. We had a number of organizations that said, you know, we love being able to give out this free week, but here's a what if scenario. What if I have a foster? They are struggling with a new dog that they've taken into their home. I want to give them training support, but I don't want them to pay for it. Or we have a long stay, a hard to place dog in our care. I want to incentivize their adoption by sending them home with 6 weeks of training at no cost to the adopter. So scholarships were born. Scholarships give you as the organization the ability to pay for training and then provide that training free of cost to anyone in the community. They are available in packages. So our minimum is 4 weeks per scholarship, and they go up to 8 weeks. People use different, 4 weeks for new adopters. If you have a foster that you know is going to be a challenge, they've got a lot that they're working through, you can go up to 6 weeks or 8 weeks. These can be ordered through your dashboard, which I will show you, and we have flexible pricing options based on your organization's needs. So we have people that use scholarships for a variety of reasons. New adoption promotion, like we said, incentivizing adoptions for those long stay or harder to place dogs. Foster program support is a big one. Intake diversion, certainly if you can hit that sweet spot where people are actually still looking for information and want resources, being able to provide them with 4 weeks of free training, in lieu of making that appointment right away, can certainly be a big win to keep them in the home. In-house training is another one, and this is something I will say we're seeing more and more of in the last year even. As more of our organizations that we work with have longer stay or those hard to place dogs, what we're doing is giving the scholarship, or they purchase the scholarship for someone on their team. So a staff member, oftentimes a new staff member. This can be part of kind of their training, learning to work with dogs and handle dogs, especially those tougher ones. So the team member works with the scholarship, identifies one dog that they're going to work with, and they train while they're in care. I personally love seeing these videos, seeing those like aha moments with staff where that jumpy, wild, insane, mouthy dog is now approaching them calmly, responding to the touch cue. It's very, very cool to watch. All right, so I'm going to go over the dashboard quickly just so you know that it's there. If you don't currently have access to your shelter's dash and you would like to, you can email me, or your supervisor or manager can email me. I just have to have your address so that I can add it to the dashboard. So please let me know if you want access to your shelter's dashboard when I send out the email. All right, so every organization has a dashboard. Again, this belongs to Paws New England, one of our partners. On the dashboard, you can track the donations that you've earned over time. You can see that Paws New England currently has 10 dogs that are training with GoodPup. They've had 46 that have graduated. We do have specific programs. GoodPup 101 is like a basic skills and manners. GoodPup 201, we've got advanced manners, trick training. We have a choose your own adventure. So there are different programs that they can participate in. When you scroll on down, the trial enrollments and conversions report is really helpful. This is where you can see who's signing up. So on the 9th, they had Lisa and the dog Bill sign up. Converted means that they have continued on past the free week and they've converted to be a paying user, therefore earning their organization a donation. Not converted means they just took advantage of the free week and moved on. So you can keep track all through all time who has signed up and when. So I mentioned banking for donations. So Paws New England has opted into donation banking. So when you do that, you'll have a report on your dashboard that shows you the credits that you've earned. Now, this means that when they go to do their next scholarship purchase, this entirety, all of the credit here will be taken off of their, so they've already earned multiple scholarships here just through their donations that they can then turn around and give to someone who may not be able to pay for the training. Scrolling down, there's your flyer hub here. When you click download flyer, you'll be brought to, oops, excuse me, share this tab, here we go. You'll be brought to your flyer's unique, or your shelter's uniquely coded flyer. So this is where you can download and print these out. If you have, specific things like you're doing a community event or a clinic or something like that, where someone might not necessarily know where they got the flyer from, this is a great way to ensure that those people do connect to your account. You also have the ability to request more of the bulk, generically coded paper flyers here. Your affiliate code lives here. In case you forget, that's always accessible there. Our scholarship dash, this is what it looks like. This is where you can order scholarships, and then once they're ordered, they will be on your dashboard. So they can be sorted. Purchased means that this is a scholarship that is available for the organization to distribute to someone. These are actually hyperlinks. So when you click on the code, it will download the scholarship voucher. So if you want to provide someone with a scholarship, you're going to give them this instead of your traditional, regular flyer. And this lets them know they've got 4 weeks of training on you. They do not need to enter any kind of payment. They just will do this code. And then if they want to continue on afterwards, they can certainly pay on their own. Few more things on scholarships. There is the ability to interact a little bit more with our training team. So here under edit details, you have the ability to enter in any pertinent information. This is a brand new foster with a very fearful dog. Our goals for this dog are, ABC. This information that's shared here is only shared with the training team. So you can share information like this is an intake diversion. We are very concerned that this, adopter is not going to follow through, things like that. You can share all the information you need, and that gives our training team kind of a jump on that. If someone, let's see, do they have any on here? Yes. So these flags here mean that the dog that received this scholarship and the human were flagged by the trainer as needing a little bit more input. So in that situation, let me go back to, sorry, I'm not sharing the right page. I knew it would happen once. So here's the edit details. You can edit all this information in here. And then the flag, if someone receives a behavior plan. So that means the trainer on the case said, this is a case where I want to make sure my peers are involved. I get more feedback so they can flag the account. The behavior team will drop in. They can create a custom one-on-one behavior modification plan for that dog and owner. If that happens on a scholarship case, we will always share that information back with the shelter that provided the scholarship. All right, and last but not least on the dashboard are our shout outs or achievements. This is actually Charlotte Mecklenburg's webpage. They have a program where they provide every single adopter a 4-week scholarship. So every dog that leaves their care gets a scholarship that they can use or not use. And so these are achievements. Everyone has the opportunity to share back any achievements with the organization that they got their dog from. So again, a little positive reinforcement for the humans on this. Rufio's learning to sit. Dash is learning leave it. Maya's learning to love her crate. These are all downloadable and you can share them on your social media, share them with your team, etc. All right. Oh, thank you. See, I knew I would do this. Okay, sharing the shout out tab. Here we go. So this is what our shout outs look like. And like I said, right here, each one is downloadable. So you can click on these and it says your, the name of your organization and what the dog is learning through GoodPup. Again, those can be shared internally. You can also share them on social media as well. Phil, I love Phil. All right. Almost done. Just a couple more freebies. So if you are not familiar with it, we do host live webinars each month. Generally, they are put on by Kate Hembry, who is our head of training. I'm going to click on this and I will show you that on our website, all of our past webinars are available. Now, this is something that anyone can access. They don't need to be a partner. They don't need to be associated with anything. If you have fosters that say, you know what, I'm bringing a dog into a home with children or bringing a baby into a home with dogs, there's a whole webinar put on by our awesome trainer, Erin, about navigating that. We've got introducing dogs to dogs, dogs to cats, reactivity, anything, almost anything you can think of, jumping, barking. So these can be given out to fosters, volunteers, staff, people that reach out for assistance, etc. All right. And then last couple things, we have a Facebook shelter community. Again, I will send you that link. This is just a place where you can come and kind of see how other agencies are utilizing GoodPup. We'll do scholarship giveaways, freebies. We always post the dates of our next webinar, as well as our orientations coming up, so you can kind of be in the loop. And then Rover vouchers. This is just another freebie. Basically, Rover partnered with us to provide $50 worth of Rover pet sitting or dog walking services. If it's something you want to take advantage of, you just let me know. I'll send you generally about a month worth of your adoptions numbers. And it's just a $50 voucher that you can give anyone, fosters, adopters, volunteers, and they don't have to be new to Rover. So sometimes that can help out in a pinch. All right, so next steps, if you all haven't already, dashboard, create your accounts. Again, please let me know, respond to the email that I send if you'd like to be added to the dashboard. And then with your team, make a plan. How are you going to share GoodPup with the community? Is it just going to be a flyer in an adoption packet, or are you going to have it on your website? I will tell you that the partners that we see that get really successful engagement in their communities, they hit a few different points, right? We know that at time of adoption, there is just an overload of information. So sometimes they need that email reminder, follow up, or to see it on the website or social media to say, oh, you know what? Yes, let me take advantage of that free week and at least just kind of get a consult and get started on the right foot or address a problem that's come up since adoption. And then training. So, like I said at the beginning of the call, we do offer team trainings. It's usually about a 20-minute version of this, just kind of a short and sweet, goes over what Good Pup is, how to talk about it with your community. So, that's something that we, again, offer for free to any of our shelter partners. And I will send you the link to sign up for that as well. All right. So, that is the end of my presentation.